Hey, how are we doing? Lots of people joining already. Fantastic to see. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so, right, plan today. I am not sharing my screen here on TikTok. It is here. You can find me there. The link is in the bio. By all means, please come and join me. But yes, I'm going to be encouraging the use of YouTube from now on, that other place that I shouldn't really even mention the name of, because TikTok will immediately drop me in the algorithm. So yeah, if you want to see my screen like you normally can here on TikTok, then you will need to go to the other place. So I hope you're well. I'm becoming a regular again. Yeah, I'm slowly edging back into it, and we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, trying to do more, but I mean, it is for a reason as well. I mean, there's some other stuff going on that I can't wait to share with you guys. So, hence, big things are coming. So, I want to try and get YouTube up. I want to try and do some other things as well. So, I hope you can all join me on that journey as well. Just going to shrink myself a little bit there. There we go. That's better. No one wants to see all that on YouTube. People need to diversify the socials as TikTok banned nothing. They do. They absolutely do. So TikTok are actually really strict on rules. And also people reporting. Thank you for the sub on YouTube, buddy. Adifatan. Appreciate that, buddy. I hope you can see the live. I hope it's there. I haven't actually checked. So I hope you do that. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, just trying to grow YouTube out. I'm nearly at 600. Obviously, I want to get to that magical 1,000. Going to start using it a lot more to try and earn some revenue. Obviously, I'd love to do this full time, and hopefully that'll let me do it. CryptoNoobUK, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Lots of familiar faces in here. I hope you're all very well. You'll sub to YouTube if I give you one QNT. No deal. I hope you do that at the kindness of your heart, Volcano, though. I appreciate all the subs. Roll, welcome, buddy. I hope you're very well. Good to see you. So yeah, just going to summarise where I think we are at the moment. I don't think there's anything magical at the moment that's really happening too much. Just looking at the Bitcoin chart at the moment on the daily, we obviously broke down through a hopeful long-term upward trend line, but we did come down to the 26.6 level of support on the daily. We're pretty much spot on with my charting before. If we lose this 26.6, I think we could stop at about 25.1. But there's not a lot of support there. We could be going down to 23.8. However, that's the bad news. The good news is, of course, that actually we've got. Let's have a look. So let's do this a different way. Let's do it like this. Sorry, YouTubers, just going to move around a bit so we can see the chart properly. There we go. We've got more chart there now. So you can see there, these are my levels of support. If we go across to the bubble chart, though, it's not so bad today. So the screen's going to start filling out. The daily chart has got a lot of green on it, which is great to see. The weekly chart, we've still got a lot of red. There's some serious projects in the red. But funny enough, it's one that I do like. Ori Chain coming back strong. It went down. It ran up in the AI play. The AI play got Ori Chain up. A very decent amount. And it's back down about 75-80%, but it's back up 25% today. LDO, Lido, that's up 28%, which is a very strong project. I do like that. We're still seeing some big reds on things like Lattice Token, Stacks as well, but Stacks had a good run and probably support that. But there are a few other bits and pieces as well that do look like they're quite interesting. Let's have a look. So Thoughts on Pulse Chain mainnet? Do you know what? I actually haven't had a chance to dig into it too much. I managed to log onto Pulse Chain, connect my MetaMask just to see if I had any PRC20 tokens waiting for me. I didn't. I don't have a lot on kind of like the hot wallets. That's an ERC20 token. So I don't think I'm going to get many copies of anything. I do think it's going to be interesting. Just go by Richard Hart's track record with X. He has made a lot of people a lot of money, so I'm not going to ignore it. But it's something I've not looked at yet. The Ross, welcome, buddy. I hope you're very, very well. Thank you for joining us. Steve, how are we doing, buddy? I hope you're very, very well. So if anyone's wondering, obviously TikTok at the moment, there is no screen share like I normally do, but I am trying to encourage yourselves over to YouTube. That should be live at the moment, so if you pop on over there, you can see my screen as normal. Echo the truth, I believe you're in here. I hope you're well, buddy. I hope you're very, very well. I know you've been very busy with your XRP content and all that jazz recently. I hope that's doing really good stuff for you, buddy. Just going to go and... Where are we going? I want to go back in and just check what's happening. Glimmer's one of my bigger bags. It is my biggest bag. The daily chart is now recovering, thank goodness. We set a new all-time low at 27.1 cents. That was the lowest it has ever been. I will be buying more Glimmer very, very shortly. Reducing my DCA significantly, but it's already a very large bag. I am looking more along the lines of the Moonbeam ecosystem now, and indeed the Moon River ecosystem. So I've been looking at things like Huckleberry Finn on Moon River, which is a DEX on there. There aren't many to choose from, but Finn, very low market cap, good supply, but also then looking at things like BeamSwap, which is a Gleam token, and a couple of other DEXs on Moonbeam as well. Not had to spend a lot of money to get a lot of tokens, which is great. Been interested in the optimism. I think that's a possible good future. It is. I do like optimism. It's fast. It's a good roll-up solution to Ethereum. It's a good layer 2 roll-up. What I would say about optimism is that I like Arbitrum, and that's because Arbitrum is a layered roll-up. If you're going to have a layer 2 to Ethereum, you need it to be secure, and I think by being a layered roll-up system, it is it's echoey on YouTube. It shouldn't be echoey on YouTube. It may well be capturing all the audio inputs. Let's have a look at the audio settings. Just going to try and get onto the audio for you, buddy. Can't see anything wrong now. I'm sorry if it's a bit echoey. Chris, apologies if it's echoey. I might just turn the, might just change the audio settings to be the standard microphone instead. So let's go. Let's just take it back to the standard laptop one. Hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Please let me know if that's the case. I've turned that microphone off. It might not be direct, but hopefully it's not echoey. Thoughts on Monkey Token? It's a meme coin. It has no use case. Monkey Token's been around a long time. Do not be deceived. They have basically captured a word that's been used on... It is legitimate. He has got a list on his Twitter profile, old Elon, called monkeys. No idea why. Never posted anything to it. But ultimately, it's a meme coin. It's pre-existing. It will pump. If he ever actually does tweet anything about a monkey, it will pump. But it's a meme token, no use case. It basically was a failed project before,
and people are just jumping on it, hoping they can make some money, which is fine. That's what you're supposed to do in crypto. Trends make money, but ultimately, Monkey Token is not for me. I think it's just trash. All good now. Excellent stuff. So you might not get direct sound because it is coming through the laptop, but I'll try and sort out the settings on the mic so that you don't get that echo. I believe we had this issue before when I dual streamed, and I did have to change some settings, so I'll go back and find those. But all my settings got wiped, unfortunately. So apologies for that. But yeah, looking at Moonbeam right now, I think it's looking at a great buy for me long term. It's never been it has been this cheap. It's been 2 cents cheaper recently, but it's back up above 29 cents now. So it's a definite buy for me. Very long-term hold into the next bull run, and I'm very, very, very optimistic about the performance that Moonbeam could have. So really looking forward to see what it can do. In terms of other charts, if we have a look at XRP, check in with XRP, see how that's doing today. We've got a pretty flat line, so it's following Bitcoin at the moment, just going sideways on the daily chart. Stochastic RSI is on the way up with the sell pressure dropping down. So hopefully we might see a little bit of upward movement once we get rid of all this sell pressure, because there is still quite a lot of sell pressure there. Sorry, Steve the Power, I missed that bit. Why is that, buddy? Why is what? Sorry. We've talked about a few things already. On Monkey Token, it's just a meme token. It doesn't, as I said, it doesn't do anything. Glimmer for me is a very, very good long-term hold. It is basically building Ethereum projects on Polkadot, so it makes it an incredibly strong project with lots of tools available, more oracles, more security. So if Ethereum is going to continually be scaled, why not just build on Polkadot? And then you don't need to scale. Polkadot is fully scalable. What do I think about HBAR going to add more tokens to the cryptocurrency world? HBAR, I've said for a long time, it's got great utility, but you have to watch the vesting schedules. It's not in full circulating supply. They're just going to release and continually dilute the market, and they don't grow quick enough to absorb that. So you're gonna have to time the market really well to trade HBAR in effect before more tokens hit the market all the time, which is very difficult to do. Judge Torres is going to take her time. She has ruled on similar matters before. She's not disfamiliar with this. XRP is kind of like, if you have a look on YouTube now, I'll stick a line in, and we are playing now with a very long-standing kind of support line-ish. So if you're on YouTube, you'll see this. This currently 42 cent mark is quite a historical line for us. It's one that we've struggled to get above since, I don't know, November. And now we came above it in March, and we're coming back down to it. So if we fall below this line, it's likely we could fall down a lot further to maybe 32, 33 cents is ultimately where we ended up in the last 6 months. Axelar is one that I tried to participate in possible airdrop things for, and I did some questionnaires and things. I haven't paid too much attention to it since, and I have to admit it's quite a while ago, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, I am familiar with it, but I don't know an awful lot about it. We can have a look at it now, though, on YouTube. So if I bring up Axelar now, it's going to help me stop turning if I actually have the keyboard in front of me. So Axelar is currently 53 cents, market cap 138 million. That's really, really good. Fully diluted, though, it's $500 million. So you are looking at about 1/3 of the supply already being in circulation. It does have some hefty spikes and sell-offs, though, so that makes me a little bit nervous. When it's a straight up, straight down, it does look like it's manipulated. And there have been some big spikes up, but not a lot of spikes down. But when you look at it in the shorter time frames, you can see there's a lot of very violent trade spikes, which would probably mean there's some big bag holders that sell when it goes up, and they'll buy back at a lower volume, I suspect. But it's been a little bit cheaper, but in all its history, it's never been below 52 cents, according to the CMC chart, at least anyway. I don't know what it does long term. Let's have a look. Secure cross-chain communication for Web3, decentralized network and tools, seamless cross-chain communication, 3 core components, which is a decentralized network, software development kit, protocols, APIs, and a set of gateway smart contracts for cross-chain technology. To be fair, that does sound really, really good, and that must be why I had a look at it before. The use case sounds pretty solid. It needs to be proven. There's a lot of competition in Web3 right now, so it'll be interesting to see what that does. But the circulating supply isn't awful. If that's a relatively new project, it's done very, very well. It could do a lot better. Just gone back to echoey. Really? That's really weird. I wonder why it's gone back to echoey. That's really, really strange. Uphold, yes. I had an email today from Uphold basically saying that they were changing the reward system. You can still get 4% if you spend crypto. You only get 2% now if you spend fiat currency. So I've been doing it 4% for fiat, which is just bank transfers in. What I might do, I need to have a look and see at the fees and things. You don't get charged a fee to sell your fiat to crypto if it's over £200 or $200. So if you transfer £200 or dollars in and then you buy crypto with that, you can spend that crypto and get your 4%. So it's still relatively easy to get the 4%. I just need to check the fees and things and make sure it's all good. What do I think of Pick? Your picture? I don't know. I can't see it. It's blanked out for me. SuperBear7, sound fine for you on YouTube. Excellent stuff. Thank you, SuperBear. Appreciate that, buddy. I'm pleased you can all see it at least. I didn't have the settings right this morning, so I'm pleased you can all see it. Thank you for the heart, Barry. Appreciate that, buddy. What do I think of Neo? Again, another one I've never really looked at. It has been gaining some popularity, so let's go and have a look at that now. So currently trading at $9.35, $659 million market cap. Fully diluted, that's 935. So 2/3 of the supply out there. 100 million is the max. A good day today, that's for sure, up 3.5%. Still green for the week as well. The month is down from 14, but that's not typical. I mean, alts have really bled this last couple of weeks. The all-time CMC chart, you can see here, it has survived a bear market previously. It's never gone back to its all-time low. Although the all-time high in the last bull run was lower, which to me would suggest that will probably happen again. So the first bull run it was in January 18, it went up over $120. Actually went up to $170. And then in the 2021 bull run, it got to 125. So let's say it dips again by about another third. It can still get back up to 80, so there's a decent possible return there. I don't know what it does, but tokenomics-wise or value-wise, if it's a strong project that survives the bear market and it carries on into the next bull run, you could still see a decent return on that, I believe. Not financial advice, of course. Thoughts on QuickSwap? I still like QuickSwap. QuickSwap for me was one of the better DEXs and AMMs on Matic Network when I first got into crypto. Matic then kind of tailed off as people went towards Phantom and Luna for all of their DeFi needs. It got a little bit degen-y. And Matic really sort of suffered in the DeFi space. I think a lot of that DeFi now will go to places like Arbitrum. It's going to be interesting to see what Aptos and Sui Network can do to compete with Solana and Ethereum. But yeah, I mean, QuickSwap is still pretty strong in terms of the Matic network, and Matic is going to grow in my opinion. Zalika is another one. I'm not overly familiar with Zalika, but we can have a look at that now as well on YouTube. Let's go and have a look. So the ticker ZIL. 2.5 cents, up 2.5% today. Market cap 383 million. Fully diluted 507. So pretty good. Probably about 7/10 diluted there in supply. All-time chart. Let's have a look. So again, it was in the previous bull run in 18. Survived the bear market, and it did set new all-time highs in the next bull run. That's good, and it did have that second peak in the bull run as well. So that performance-wise looks like it was improving bull run on bull run, which is good. Depending on the use case, would we expect it to grow? Public permissionless blockchain that's designed to offer high throughput with the ability to complete thousands of transactions per second. Scalability and speed. Employing sharding. Sharding's a great solution. Yeah, I mean, it looks solid. I mean, I don't do a lot of research on Zilliqa or their ecosystem at all, but that does look solid. I quite like that, to be fair. As I said, as long as it gets stronger on the bull runs, that's a good indicator. And as long as it has a decent utility, a decent use case, that's pretty solid too. Have I seen the news about QNT? I have not. What is the news on QNT? You need to tell us now. You can't drop bombshells about have you heard about QNT and then not tell us. Quant QNT news. If it's the news about Gilbert Verdian stepping down as a director, I'm not bothered. I did a TikTok on that and it doesn't bother me at all. Gilbert Verdian and Quant still work within the Digital Pound Foundation. Oh, it's not that. Okay. You posted it in the group. Right, okay. I'll quickly nip into... By group, you mean the Discord. Let's go and have a look. I can't see anything in there, unfortunately. I don't know where that news has been dropped, but let's have a look. So let's have a look at Cointelegraph. They're usually biased, but news is news. Quant news, let's have a look. Nothing recent on there, so that's not really helpful. Sorry. Again in group. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, it's Mason. Is Mason funning again?
It has been confirmed that Quant is working directly with the Bank of England on a CBDC for retail. This is Gilbert Verdian, the Quant CEO, and Tom Mutton from the Bank of England, and he confirmed on stage that they are directly working with...
Now, I like Crypto Mason. He's very excited about that news, but we know that they've been working with the Bank of England. We've known for months, years that they work with the Bank of England. We know that they're consulting with regards to CBDCs. That's not new news. It's a new event where they've confirmed the relationship again. But we know that there's a relationship in place. So it's a little bit... It is good news to say that they're still coming out and saying it. It's not old news in terms of the fact that they confirmed it again. But it's not new news. We knew this anyway. So... if you like Quant and you've done your research and you've been following it a while, you know that they're working with the Bank of England. It's not new news. It's being mentioned. That's another event. I suppose that's news. But ultimately, we knew that anyway. We need a little Aaron Quant coin. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, as I said before, YouTube's being developed for a reason. The Discord's being pushed for a reason because there is going to be some news coming, and I want to share it with the Discord. So if you're not already in my Discord, the link's in the bio. It's completely free. There will be some news dropping there in the next week or two tops. Hopefully, I'm waiting on someone to finish some stuff that we need to have finalised before I can really drop all the information. But yes, there may well be a little Aaron-style token of some description coming out, but it won't be a shitcoin. It's going to be proper utility. Am I still bullish on XRP? Yes. Long term, I still really like XRP Ripple. I mean, obviously, we've got the chart up here on YouTube at the moment, so if you hop on over, again, link in bio, all the names there. Pop in there, and just as I'm sharing the screen, you can see everything in there. So XRP is at a key level for me at the moment. I still like it as a long-term use case. It is long-term. I think we are crawling sideways along with Bitcoin at the moment. If we lose this 42 cent level, we would probably carry on down, I imagine, to at least 35. That's generally where we've had some action there. But we could continue down to 33 cents or less. So someone asked me this morning if we could see 30 pence, and we probably could, but we would need to lose this support level first. It depends whether you're a bull or a bear from this point. For me, with Bitcoin right now, if we don't see some serious upward volume of momentum, and it does look like the daily chart on Bitcoin is heading daily, the stochastic RSI is picking up, so it does look promising, and we have got a second green candle on the daily now, so we may well just be getting up and away from this current level of 26.6 support. How can you get to 20k? 20k tokens of something, $20,000. I'm not a financial advisor, so I couldn't tell you how to get to that value in money. If you're referring to followers on TikTok, you just do a damn lot of videos and a damn lot of lives, and it will get you there. Thoughts on Moonbeam? I absolutely love Moonbeam. I couldn't believe it when it was on offer. I mean, it's never been this low, literally never. So it went down to 27.1 cents or 27.3 cents. I'm on the daily, so I can't be too accurate. But yeah, I mean, for me, Moonbeam, I'm massively bullish on Moonbeam and Glimmer. I love the use case. I really do. I think it's fantastic tech. I love the Polkadot ecosystem. And I will take you through my thoughts on Moonbeam now and why I absolutely love it as a long-term investment. Not trading, a long-term investment. So for me, we think Moonbeam is a layer 1 smart contract platform. Layer 1s in the last bull run were doing 30, 40, 50, $60 billion market caps, and half of those were crap. Luna, for example, AVAX kind of flopped with its adoption, and Solana just was weak and broke. Moonbeam, currently $187 million market cap, fully diluted, $300 million. So if it gets to a $3 billion market cap, you're looking at a 10x fully diluted, a 15x from our current position, and that's just for $3 billion. If you go to $10 billion, then obviously it's crazy money then. And I think, as I said, for me personally, as a layer 1 smart contract platform, Moonbeam should be $10 billion plus, easy, in my opinion, which will give us a great return, but we'll see. What exchange am I buying Moonbeam on? I will happily buy Moonbeam on either KuCoin or on MEXC if I'm just going to send it to my wallet and stake it on their collator service with one of their delegators. That's what I generally do. But I am now starting to utilise Swissborg. I think Swissborg, with its proper long-term investment kind of approach, it's not a normal centralised exchange. Swissborg is more of an investment platform. I'll be totally honest, I've bought shares in Swissborg, I've got tokens on Swissborg, and I'm now an affiliate with Swissborg. So I might not wear the hat and wear the t-shirt yet, but I am quite pro Swissborg. I bought shares with my own money, and then I approached them about an affiliateship, which I've got. So there is I have got an affiliate code. I've got a referral code. We can get some free stuff. If you want to sign up to Swissborg, that's fantastic. But as I said, it's an investment platform. It's not for day trading. It's for long-term holds. They've got a fantastic yield strategy with things like Web3, where they'll package together their top performers, and then that's kind of recalculated and reshuffled every now and again. I just think in terms of it's FCA, FCIS approved, and they've got kind of registration in several countries. They're doing it properly. And as I said, with this Series A funding round, I thought it was a great opportunity to get in. I mean, Swissborg have got huge potential in my opinion, and that Series A funding round for the shares, I think they valued it at 170 million. They raised like over $20 million. So hopefully those shares are already a good investment. We'll see. But I'm also getting a really good yield on what I do have. So yeah, you've got to check it out as a serious option. But yeah, that's where I'll be sending some of my Moonbeam from now on, because they do offer quite good rates for Moonbeam at the moment. Thank you all for joining the live. Thank you all for the likes and the shares. It's all good. We've actually got less viewers in than normal, which is weird because I'm not screen sharing, and normally that's stronger. I might have to try and dual screen share, maybe. Try that old chestnut. But yeah, that's a lot of computing power. Thank you for the likes, Phil. I appreciate that, buddy. Keep smashing those for me. We might get some people in for the last 10 minutes or so. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Glimmer and Moonbeam. I really like those a lot. Naming your next kid Moonbeam. Phil, I never had you down for a hippie, buddy, but you name the Moonbeam if you want. That's cool. What exchange am I buying Moonbeam on? I did that one. That's all good, so I'm back up to speed with that. How's my Kermit? Do you know what? I never got to buy any Kermit. Didn't happen. And I was saying on a previous live as well, we were playing a few meme coin plays, and me personally, I was very strict with it, 3, 4, 5x and out. They were all ones that we researched ourselves, got into and out of ourselves. The only one that we had a tip off about that we were told, it was happening and could be good. That was the only tip off we had, and it was a complete disaster. I only didn't buy it because I was on the way home and the gas got paid, but the connection went, so the transaction failed. Unfortunately, other people in Discord did buy some, and it's a hefty loss. So yeah, Kermit did not go down well. But like I always say, I'm open and honest about everything. It is one we've been talking about in the in the Discord. It was a tip off that we had, and it did not work. It didn't work at all. So it wasn't great. But everything else we did quite well with. Thank you for continuing to smash the likes, people. I do appreciate the support. It goes a little bit quiet on here sometimes. You just need to do that for me. It's much appreciated. Is it next Monday when GBP deposits and withdrawals cease on Binance? I've got to be honest, Scott, I've not been following that news because I'm not a big fan of Binance. I haven't been for a while. I've always felt that they are basically withdrawing from the US and UK markets because they do not want to be a registered entity. They've clearly got issues that they don't want to register in any form and be accountable. So I'm avoiding Binance because if they're going to do that kind of thing, almost completely the opposite of my thinking on Swissborg. Swissborg are doing things properly and legitimately. Binance are just running away from everything. So if they're running away from everything, I don't want to know. So yeah, Binance is a big one to avoid for me. But I think it is quite soon. It might be Monday. We'll need to check the news on that one and have a look. What is the fee for paying GBP to USDC on Uphold? When I check the terms and conditions on that, now for anyone who's not familiar, Uphold is an XRP reward card. So they've got a MasterCard. It's 4% XRP rewards. That's been on all spends basically. Now they've come back and it was going to happen that they were going to tweak it somehow and sometime. So 4% spend rewards are now only available on crypto, 2% rewards for fiat transactions. What it is to transact your GBP to crypto, it needs to be over £200 to be free. Otherwise, there is an 80 pence transaction fee. So generally, that's not a problem for me. But I'm also looking at do we get a fee for buying for buying USDC or USDT direct? Because obviously, being a stable coin, in theory, exchange rates barring, in theory, we could buy that and it wouldn't be holding the normal crypto with the risk of big movements. So I think if I was to buy $100 worth of USDT, I could spend that, hopefully no fees, and get the full 4%. I'd be spending crypto, so qualifying. So it might just be that instead of doing my bank deposit into Uphold to spend on the reward card, I might just need to buy a stable coin and spend that instead. I think that's it. I've yet to test it, but I think that's the rules that they've tweaked. Thank you for smashing those likes, Gavs, Dad. I much appreciate it, buddy. Really, really helpful. Much appreciated. But yeah, Uphold is fantastic. They were bound to tweak the rules eventually. A fantastic reward, 4% on XRP. I don't think it'll last long. I'm sure the rules will be tweaked again in a couple of months. But still, it's possible to get 4%, I believe, relatively easily. And if you're right and there is no fee for buying stablecoins in the first place, then that's probably the way to do it. Because you can spend it directly from your cryptocurrency wallet and get the 4%, rather than depositing your GBP and then buying stablecoins and possibly having a small fee for that transaction. Might be easier. Although it might be a little bit more complicated. It's nice walking into a shop and just transferring the money because it's almost instant. But if you've got to buy crypto, then we can do that as well. Right then, folks, I am going to wind up this live now. It's a little bit short this evening, but I did get on late and I had to do a little bit of setup as well. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you smashing those likes, Gav. Really, really do appreciate it. I will make sure that the mic is working properly on YouTube next time. And I might think about sharing the screen twice. I might see how that goes, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for being here this evening. Much appreciated your support, and I will catch you all again very, very soon.